Sam, do you have a moment, please? Excuse us.
Mr. Jordan?
Walk with me. I've just been in conference with the GMC. They contacted me to say that Keith Parr is proceeding with an official complaint against you. I know. I had hoped we could sort this out ourselves, but...
What? God, I could see the minute he opened the door, he was in no mood for...
Oh, please tell me you didn't.
Well, I felt I had to.
Sam.
No, I mean, God, it almost killed me to go around there. I just told him I probably shouldn't have done
Why?
one.
You thought that would do the trick, going round to his house with a half-hearted apology? You have a lot to learn about human nature. You just made a bad situation a whole lot worse, thank you. Well, luckily the GMC are happy for you to keep working while they investigate, and they will keep us informed. But I think you should contact your Defence Society. And please avoid discussing this with Dylan or Zoe, because it could compromise their testimony.
Why am I in the dock here?
Sam, we know what happened and we will support you. Are you confident you can continue your shift? Good. Well, in the meantime, it would be really helpful if you could stay out of trouble. I know it's wildly out of character, but practice biting your tongue.
She called you a spaz.
It's 140 over 70, pulse 70 and sats are at 95% on O2. He had 5 of morphine on the way in and he's very tachycardic.
Is he going to be okay? This is Arabella, Louis' twin sister. Parents were at Rosebery Manor for the night.
Apparently they knew about the party.
Louis? Louis, speak to me.
Okay, Louis, I'm Sam. I'm a doctor here at Holby City ED. We're going to take good care of you, okay?
Let's have him over very gently on 3, please. 1, 2. Lovely.
Okay, does it hurt anywhere else apart from your arm? No? Okay. Right, let's get another line in, start him on the usual bloods, including group and save. Let's do a venous gas. Okay, Louis? Louis, can you hear me? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, well, there's no obvious injury apart from the fractured forearm. ABCs are normal, apart from tachycardia. Abdomen soft. Could be looking at internal injury, hypovolemia. Louis, I'm gonna have to ask you, have you taken anything tonight? Because your pupils are dilated and your pulse is all over the shop.
I don't know.
Okay. Look, no one's gonna be angry with you, mate. Yeah, we just need to know as soon as possible.
He's taken Meow Meow. I know, I gave it to him.
Yeah, man. Okay, thank you. Right, he's gonna need supported management. Let's keep him on the cardiac monitor and start him on a bag of Hartmans.
Okay, good call.
Great, let's rock and roll. Pulse is settling. That's good news. You did the right thing telling us so early.
Mum and Dad.
Not yet. Any minute, I'm sure. Oh, I'm officially dead meat.
They don't have to know, do they, about the drugs? We're nearly 16.
Nearly being the operative word.
Please, I just needed to let my hair down for one night. I've been studying really hard.
He's just got into Edwalton College. I convinced him to let me throw a surprise party.
Yeah, well, you certainly managed a surprise bit.
Exactly. What good would it do? But I learnt my lesson. I swear, it was just a mistake. You never made a mistake?
Me? Oh, never.
I'm entitled to patient confidentiality, aren't I?
There's no point. You know what they're like. They'll be all over this place like a rash. Dad's head of cardiology at St. James's and Mum's a solicitor, so between them, they think they run the galaxy.
Well, they don't run this ED.
Yes, well, with respect, I am a doctor.
And with respect, you should be the PM, but you can't just barge in here.
Louis. Mr. Blakely, I'm Dr. Sam Nicholls, ED-SPR.
It's Dr. Blakely, actually.
Yes, I'm aware of who you are. Would you mind if we stepped outside so I could have a little word with you?
No need, we're fine here.
All the same. Shall we?
Right, let's hear it.
You, please. This isn't your ward.
No, I'm all ears. I mean, obviously, if you know who I am, you know there's no reason to usher me out like that.
Of course. But right now, you're a father, not a doctor. And understandably, there are 2 very anxious children in there, very worried about how you may react.
Yes, well, with respect, you don't have to shield our children from us. We treat them as adults.
Absolutely. We knew all about the party and we know what teenagers are like.
Great. So, Louis has a mildly angulated distal radial fracture. The orthopedic registrar is currently reviewing the film to see if it needs manipulating.
And the tachycardia? I read the obs chart. Is it me, or were his pupils a bit dilated?
This is really inappropriate.
Have you taken a little substance tonight? I'd appreciate hearing it from you. Right.
Why? What were you thinking?
What?
Tell me you haven't.
Mum, please.
You gave them to him.
What am I missing here? Drugs, Bella. It's one thing getting legless at a party, but bringing drug dealers and all sorts into our home. I'm a solicitor, for heaven's sake.
Hang on, it wasn't like that.
But are you jealous?
What?
Well, why else? Are you trying to jeopardize him?
You're gonna say nothing. I didn't shove them down his throat, did I?
Will you just cut it out? All of you. I didn't get into Alton College. I failed my exam. I lied. I was in a bit of a state and I wasn't thinking. It's not Bella's fault.
I understand that you're all very upset and angry, but this is a resus room.
Upset, yes, well, you could say that. May I remind you that he is a minor and you have been withholding vital information.
A minor whom you said you treat like an adult.
I want to see your consultant.
I understand your frustration, but I can see where Dr. Nicholls is coming from.
Louis is only a few months away from being 16. He seems perfectly aware of the significance of what he's done. He's Gillick competent, and as his doctor, I had to respect his right for privacy.
I would have found out anyway. I am a cardiologist, for heaven's sake.
But he was adamant, and judging by the scene we just had in there...
Which never would have happened if you told us straight off.
Look, what's done is done. Let's try and move on here. Louis is much better. He's no longer in any danger.
Absolutely. We are just waiting for the orthopedic registrar to come and give him the once-over, and we'll be transferring him to paediatrics.
Great. Hopefully it's not too much to ask to be kept in the loop.
Of course not.
Excellent.
Walk with me.
They leave a bunch of marauding teenagers alone, unsupervised, start it up as some sort of progressive parenting. Then when it all goes wrong, they realise their kids aren't safe. They blame it on the medic.
Just had a shock. Don't take it personally.
Thanks for backing me up.
Families are complex, Sam.
Can we have a minute?
Of course.
Look, son, I won't deny the fact that tonight was, well, a shock on many counts. But we've been talking, your mum and I.
I was saying to your dad, you must have been under a lot of pressure.
And we've both been very busy. Too busy to notice, perhaps.
It's just... I didn't want
To disappoint us, yes, we know. Louis, you have all this potential, all this talent. We know how much you want this. So we have decided that we're going to take some time from work. We're going to get you a good tutor, and we're going to approach this in a more, well, structured and methodical way.
But I...
Son, all's not lost. You're going to take the exam again. You're going to get straight back on that horse. We're going to work together, and you are not to worry. I'll make sure you pass that exam if it's the last thing I do.
You just rest, okay?
What is it? Is it your stomach? Acute retention. Okay, we need to get an urgent ultrasound down here ASAP. The bladder is distended. It's full to bursting. Breathe nice and deeply for me, Louis.
Thanks.
I can't work it out. Either we've overlooked a perineal injury, or it could be performance anxiety due to the stress.
That was Pete on the phone.
I mean, his parents have just announced phase 2 of Project Golden Boy.
They found a bed for Louis Blakely. Guess who tonight's PICU consultant went to medical school with?
Dr. Blakely? Nice. Well, I've still not finished with their son. We need to catheterize him, make sure there's no obstruction down there. He ain't going anywhere just yet. There you go. Most men normally ask me to marry them at this stage. They're so grateful. Okay, well, there's no obvious obstruction, so I think we can exclude any damage to the urethra. Would you like me to get you anyone?
No.
Mum?
No, thank you.
Okay. Just going to check your reflexes. Okay, just look up for me. Okay.
Can you just... Sorry. I'm tired and these lights...
Okay. Can we dim these lights, please?
How's he doing?
Can we see him?
I've just turned the lights down. He desperately needs to rest. I think we should all just give him some space. Catheterization excluded any trauma to the urethra. Peripheral nervous system examination is normal, excluding spinal trauma.
So, despite your concerns, you found nothing conclusive so far.
That is correct.
But you think there might be something else? What could it be?
Well, there might be any number of options. We could be here all night.
Well, they can vary from passing episodes to a dormant physical condition, or maybe something he forgot to even mention to us.
Exactly. So, on balance, perhaps it would be better to transfer him to the ward and monitor the situation. I presume you could use the extra bed.
I've been asked to advise you that, obviously, as Louis took MCAT, Cams are going to want a word with him. Just to make sure.
Of course.
Louis Blakely. I don't know what's up, but his obs have deteriorated.
Okay, thanks. Louis? Louis, can you hear me? Louis, can you squeeze my fingers for me? Okay, let's get a full set of obs. Get him on the oxygen. He's tachycardic again.
Well, how can he be?
Call Mr. Jordan.
It's okay.
There's no free fluid. His pupils are dilated. Again. Work up the oxygen and let's do a venous gas.
Okay, heart rate 120, BP 87 over 64.
This can't be the MCAT now.
No, I can't. He never took it.
What? What's this?
He was writing it when I came in his room tonight. It's a list of how to look after Peanut, our dog.
Talk to me, Sam.
Right, okay, look at this. We've got a wide QRS and a right axis deviation.
Yeah, that is not consistent with MCAT.
It's not MCAT.
Well, what else haven't you told us?
Do you mind, people? We're trying to help your son here.
I'll find out. I'll get it out of him.
No, you won't.
I know him better than anyone.
Outside now, please. All of you, out.
Okay, this way, please. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Louis?
Louis?
Look, he took something. But what? Is there anything else he could have taken? Any other tablets lying around the house?
Don't be ridiculous. You must have missed something.
I don't think I have. The urinary retention. Could he have gotten hold of any tricyclics?
Tricyclics?
Antidepressants?
Oh, this is ludicrous. I'm telling you, you must have missed something. Why aren't you sending him for an MRI?
Hugh, stop it. There's no point. She needs to know.
Know what?
Hugh's been taking antidepressants for years.
Dad?
Yes. They would be consistent with his symptoms.
Well, you're barking up the wrong tree.
And this all makes sense now. He took a few at the top of the evening, and then he lied about it to cover his tracks, and he took the rest when he was in my care.
Look, are you deaf? I'm telling you, why would he?
Why? The pressure. The failed exam, a surprise party. He was writing a list of how to look after his dog. God knows how long he's been bottling all this up.
No, not Louis.
Oh, my God. And then you just go on in there and tell him he has to do the whole thing all over again.
This is ridiculous. You know, Look, what are you trying to say, you stupid girl?
You want to hear it? Fine. Your son tried to take his own life.
Dr. Nicholls, your patient, please.
I'm sorry, I couldn't...
There's a fine line between being honest and being blunt. We would have worked it out without you aggravating the situation. Okay. I'm giving him 10 mils of 8.4 bicarbonate before he develops arrhythmias. Okay?
How is he?
Stabilising. We were on the right track with the tricyclics. But he's still drowsy, he's still unwell. This is pretty potent stuff when taken like this. Where is,
He took off.
I'm sorry, I know it's a lot to take in.
Louis, why?
I couldn't do it anymore, Mum. I'm not Golden Boy.
But you never said. Why didn't you say?
Maybe he was scared that you'd dream like me. It was useless.
What? We never thought you were useless. We just don't want to force you to be something that you're not. What? What's happened?
We've just had reports of an accident just outside the ED. Teenage girl, multiple trauma. I'm afraid your husband was involved.
Helen.
You're at Holby City Hospital, sweetheart. Stay calm for us. We're going to get you inside. Breathe nice and deeply for me. We're going to get you sorted out, okay?
Dash, can we move Mr. Blakely through HDC, please?
We've got a young girl, 12, 13 years old. She's been hit by a car at approximately 30 miles an hour about 2 streets away from here.
Find out her name, please. I'll call all thirds down.
Yeah, can you hear me, darling? What's your name, darling?
Brittany. It's Brittany.
What is it?
It's not. It's not.
Okay. Gonna jog home?
No, I'm going to walk. You staying?
A rest for the wicked.